What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today, BTC USD. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. It's the 21st of June today, and here we are at about $103,000, 103.3K. I do believe, and I made the very bold call earlier today while we were on stream, that this was the low. I think that we found the low. I do accept, and I could be setting myself up for failure here. I do accept that that might not be the low, that we could go lower. And understand this, if we go lower, we'll probably just do something like that, or maybe not exactly like that, but we'll find a low. Who knows how we come out of it, whatever, but a little bit lower, and then we move up, right? If we were to go lower. I am sticking with the idea that this is the low. That's the call. That was the call then. That's the call now. We're calling for this to be the low. That was even the call days ago, right? The expectation has been that we would go below this low here, but stay above this low here. Granted, this is on the more shallow end of my expectations. I really did think that we'd go a little bit deeper, probably even just below 102K there, but that's fine. Right there's fine. That's all we need to see, you guys. We broke out. Right? We broke out and we haven't continued moving lower. At least not yet. We've had a whole 4-hour period, and this one started, I believe that drop was in the very beginning of that 4-hour period. Let's see. Right, because this is the last one, 23. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So this would have been the second hour of that 4-hour period. So it's been 6 hours or so. I could have just counted that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're on the 7th hour. It's almost been 7 hours that we've been hanging out in this area. I don't think we go lower. I really don't think we go lower. Let's look at this thing on Coinbase. Coinbase here. And again, if we do, it's going to be very nominal amounts, negligible, inconsiderable amounts. We do have lower lows in the RSI, or in the price, with higher lows in the RSI. That is bullish divergence to a certain degree. Again, it's very possible that we could go lower, but if we do, I wouldn't expect it to be anything too crazy. Let's look at this with the other indicators on it too. Stochastic showing bullish divergence. MACD is also showing bullish divergence with this decay in bearish momentum as we're going lower. Losing bearish momentum as you're going lower. And the MACD is based off of closing prices, not wicking prices. So we are going lower by the way of the MACD, but the MACD is actually going up. That's actually a bullish thing right there. All these indicators look ripe for a bounce, right? You're right at the low ends. We'll see if we get it. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I am a little bit surprised at how fast that happened. I thought it would have been over the weekend and maybe going into next week. It would have been a slower move down. But hey, faster is better, man. Faster really is better. 4-hour time frame here, you can see that we've got lower lows throughout here, and you've got higher lows on the stochastics. That's bullish divergence there. We don't have bullish divergence on the 4-hour RSI, but we are in an area where the last 3 times that we've been here, well, I guess 2 times before this, maybe 3 times, we found support. We found support here before, support just above here, support right here, support throughout this whole damn area. That's where we found support, and we're likely going to go to the upside and see some overbought readings. That's my expectation, at least. If we're looking at this on the MACD, the fact that we rejected the 0 line like this, we went up to the 0 right here, right? You see all these lines, numbers, the 0. We went right here and we rejected it, and we haven't really seen too much progress to the downside, right? I'm kind of optimistic that we're about to break out, actually. We did the same thing over here, right? You rejected the 0, but you didn't go too far afterwards. You didn't see a lower low or nothing like that. You had a higher low, and then what'd you do? You broke through the 0 line. I think that we'll break through it right now. I got to be careful with the whole straight arm thing, right? Anyways, all jokes aside, $103,300 right now. I'm bullish, man. I think that was it. I really do think that was it. A lot of people, what they needed to see to confirm the bearishness, to confirm the idea that we're going down to about $95,000 or lower, was a break of this trend line. That's what they needed to see, right? They got it. The whales are aware of this. Everybody's made it aware, like on X, on YouTube. This is what they needed to see. And now that we've done that, lower we go, the bunch of geniuses, and likely what's happening is now that we've broken this diagonal line that nobody really cares about, this is the area that we're going to find support, and we're going to move up from here. Now, wouldn't it be great if we move down? I would look like the genius there, wouldn't I? And that's okay. That's you set yourself up for situations like that whenever you put your face out there and you make bold calls. We are I would say it's a bold call, man. 102.4K, and we're not even a full $1,000 away from that on a $103,000 asset. I mean, I feel like it's a bold call to call it the low at this point. I will say, by the definition of the charts, we do not have validation that this is the low. I just have my suspicion that it is, so I'm sticking with that call, right? I mean, we look here. You kind of even had something similar back here. Look at that. Look at that. Right? Right? Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see the similarity between here and there? Do you see it? Is it just me? Am I crazy? I don't think I'm crazy, man. I don't think I'm a crazy man. I think they're about to move up. I think that's what's going to happen. 4-hour stochastics bounced right off the oversold zone. Right here off the oversold zone. Granted, the MACD was in a better posturing, not going to lie. And the RSI was up higher, looked a little bit more productive. But we're pretty neutral. We're not really bearish or bullish here. We're pretty neutral. And as long as we hold this area, the ball's actually in the bull's court to take it and run with it. And I think that we will run with it to the upside here. But time will tell. Again, if we go a little bit lower, it's really not that big of a deal. Daily time frame. I don't think that we go below, if we were to go lower, I don't think that we go below $101,000, or if we do, like maybe just below there. But I wouldn't think that we go below this low here. And even if we do, even if my wildest expectations are realized that we do go below this area here, we would likely find support in that area that a lot of people are aware of now, which is about $95,000 to $93,000, somewhere in that zone. But just looking at the stochastics, looking at the RSI where we are, and the MACD on the daily time frame here, right at the zero line like we were looking for. You got the weekend coming up, right? It's Saturday, and tomorrow is Sunday. It's the weekend. It's going to be boring. We've got 2 days of what's essentially promised stagnation for Bitcoin and the rest of crypto. That'll give the MACD a couple of days to move down. We'll find support right at the zero, and then you guys, boom. Israel's going to make peace with Iran. They're going to become one big happy family. That's probably not what's going to happen. But I mean, who knows? Who knows? There could be some good things happening over the weekend. Maybe some not so good things happening. But a means to an end might be happening pretty soon. We'll see. And at the end of the day, I don't really think that this impacts the markets too heavily, right? It's a nice media piece. The media is getting a kick out of it because it spreads fear, and fear is something that really promotes engagement with the media. But as we can tell, I mean, it's been quite some time now, and here we are, still above $100,000. I actually read an article the other day, said that we were up. How long have we been above 100K now? Let's see, how many days has it been, including this day here, right? We got one day right there. So it's been 44 days of closing price action, 44 consistent days that we've been above 100K. I don't think the market cares about what's going on with Israel and Iran. The world cares. People with hearts and souls care. It's a very terrible thing on both ends, okay? But the market doesn't care, right? The market doesn't care. And I think it's very clear. If they cared, you guys, if WW3 is about to happen, if this was actually a concern, this is what would be going on right here, okay? People that would know things before any of us know things, that they would be making their plays, the markets would be down here, right? The guys with the big money, the girls with the big money, that's what they'd be doing. I very much believe we're on the up and up. Let's look at the weekly time frame to confirm this. Look at the weekly stochastics here. Whenever we got overbought last time, how long were we overbought for? Like consistently before we started going down, about 15 weeks. Here, we've been overbought, I guess we could count it there, for about 6 weeks. 6 weeks. We've been overbought for 6 weeks right now. 15 weeks last time. We're not even halfway there. We got more to go. This move is halfway done, and it ends where it ends there, man. It's going to end all the way up there. We're going all the way up. From a high to a low, up to the 1886 or the 200 level, maybe 153 to 160, 160.7K, somewhere in that area. If not there, around 180K, probably just above 180K. That's my personal expectation. But anything and everything in between is fair game, to be honest. I mean, hell, we could go up to $203,000. I don't think we do, but wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be great? I think it'd be pretty awesome if we did. We might be getting set up for a 5-part move here, you guys. We'll see. Like, wouldn't it be great if this was an impulsive move? We had one move here, consolidation phase. The third leg was a little bit bigger than the first leg, so we move up to like this area, consolidation phase of a similar magnitude, and then we move up some more. Maybe we're well above 200K. Then we consolidate for that last bit of the year, and then going into 2026, we have our cycle ending finale where it's just nonstop gas, no brakes, all the way up to $500,000. I don't know, man. Frame it. Take a picture. It's art. That's exactly what's going to happen. I don't know. Maybe that happens. I don't know. Something like that, though. I really wouldn't be surprised if we saw something akin to this, but or at least something that did take us inevitably up to 500,000. Maybe that's what I should say. But looking at the weekly time frames, I like the MACD. The MACD tells me that we've got more to go. Yes, we're decaying right now in bullish momentum, but it's going to build as well, right? I mean, oftentimes the most bullish runs, they have this where you move up, you consolidate, and you move up more. And in that consolidation, your MACD kind of cools off, and then it builds more, right? Cools off, and then it builds more. That's probably what's going to happen. Stochastics were overbought for a good bit. Got a little bit out of the overbought zone, and then pushed back into it. You stayed overbought for a very, very long amount of time here. And then the RSI getting overbought is a very big deal. Unfortunately, this week here, 1 day, 23 hours left. I don't know if we're going to close this week green. We're down 2.2%. We definitely stand a chance to move up by the end of this week, and I would love it if we could close green, because every green why can't I talk? Every green week that we get gets us closer to the overbought zone. Every red week we get is further away from the overbought zone, right? A bounce, I mean, if we close here, it's really actually not a problem, because a bounce off the 60 would look really damn good, honestly. We've kind of bounced in this area before, and it brought good tidings for us. But whenever we get into the overbought zone, that typically would allow us to grow for several weeks in a row, right? Like weeks on weeks on weeks of growth. A lot of growth. We do our best work, and we have done our best work every single time throughout Bitcoin's history in the overbought zone on the weekly RSI, and we're so close to getting there. Not this week, maybe not next week, but soon enough, my friends. And I do think we'll see an end of month rally. I got nothing else for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I don't know why I'm so tongue-tied, but we'll fix that hopefully. I just gotta slap myself or something. I don't know. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.